Hi and welcome back to Tech Lesson 10. In this lesson we're going to deal with representational state transfer, or if you like, the REST API. This basically allows the remote procedure calls, graphical user interface, XML, JavaScript object notation, etc., for Python, things like that. This is good for your DevOps guys, okay? So the addresses that we're going to use are just made up. However, you will have to discuss that with your DevOps guys as to what addressing you allow. So what we'll do is we'll configure this, and I'll explain any other changes that are required as we go through. It's very, very straightforward. Okay, so we do set system services REST, and we're going to start with HTTP, and we're going to tell it the port that we're expecting the communication on. Okay, there we go, 3000. Now we're going to give the address. Now the address here that I'm speaking of is the HTTP address, and it is the address of the interface, the local interface on this box that you expect this information to come in on. So let's go back to our topological diagram. So we are here. We would expect the information to be coming in here on this interface. So GE000. Okay. So GE000 we know is 192.168.1.1. Okay, says it here. Okay, we know that. So that's the address we're going to put in here. Okay, so it's 192.168.1.1. Okay. Next up is the allowed sources. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to sorry, right. So the allowed sources are the addresses. These are the ones that I'm making up now. Okay, these are the addresses that that are going to be the sources. So probably your DevOps addresses, or wherever they're going to access. Maybe it's their machine addressing. Maybe it's specific network addresses. Okay, but these are the addresses that we want to allow. So we'll just make something up for the moment, and we will just state 192.168.20.5, and we'll put another one in there as 6. Okay, you can put as many addresses in as you want. So we've put that in. What we want to do is we want to set a connection limit as well. Okay, for protection, obviously, against DDoS, anything like that, attacks-wise. Right, okay, and we need to enable the Explorer. Okay, we need to enable that because I suspect DevOps and people like that will require web access. So we'll just enable Explorer. Now, before I continue, we can do HTTPS as well, okay, which could be a requirement, especially from a security perspective. Now, the HTTPS port is 3443, okay. You also have to do a service certificate command line. However, what I would do is I would have a look at the website, okay, for that, simply because I don't have the service certification allowed via this virtual system. Okay, so I can't do that. So the actual command would be exactly the same as that, except here it would be HTTPS and the port would be 3443. Okay, what you'd have to do as well is you would just have to do set system services, REST, HTTPS allowed. Okay, this address will remain the same. It's just this. Okay, needs to be HTTPS. Okay, and that's basically the only differences. So if we do a commit check, okay, so that all is fine. Okay, so we've enabled REST now to be contactable. So anything that's XML that can be enabled and can be remotely called can be called from these two addresses via this address, this local address on this port. Okay, using HTTP. Okay, so that's how you configure up the REST on the on all of the systems. All right.